Right, back live with you tonight here on In Focus. One of our leading stories tonight, President Cyril Ramaphosa has promised families of 18 victims of Lusikisiki who suffered that massacre this past weekend that the perpetrators will be brought to book. At the same time, the EFF is calling for more police visibility in rural and township areas. Zilindile Vena, EFF Eastern Cape chairperson, joins us now for that. Zilindile, good to have you, and thank you very much for your time. What do you make of the assurances given by the president? Do they inspire confidence? One, that maximum resources are mobilized. Two, that the perpetrators will be brought to book. But also three, that we've got high-level expert forensically investigating this matter.
Thank you very much. Good evening to yourself and to the viewers of Newzroom Afrika. As the EFF in the province, we are very much, in terms of what is happening, we're worried what is happening in Lusikisiki. The state has always known Lusikisiki as a problematic area, especially with the cases of killing women and the TBV cases that are happening in that area. But the state has been slow in responding in terms of deploying serious resources in that area. Those resources is one is police, and also making sure that they arrest successfully and convict people in that area. The reason why criminals are not scared anymore, even when the entire national leadership of police has been in the province, but there's still such horrific incidents happening in the presence of national leadership. It means that criminals do not fear the state, and they know that nothing is going to happen. But with this commitment, we'll do necessary follow-up and make sure that indeed there is arrest, calling on all people with information to assist in that family. We bear in mind that family has raised an issue that last year around August, there has been an incident of this nature, but there has not been an arrest, and they are beginning to lose hope to the system itself. So we will hold the president, the premier, everyone, MEC that have been making commitments, will hold them accountable as the EFF on this regard.
Yeah. What makes the Lusikisiki area, in your words, a problem area, and certainly a problem area sustainably so for a long time? As you're saying, they have known that this area is a problem area. So is the policing strategy not working? Is there, what is causing the rise in criminal activity, but particularly violent type of criminal activity?
We will recall that we were told by the premier that for the whole of last year, there hasn't been any head of intelligence. Remember, if you do not have any intelligence, therefore you can't properly plan, because this is war. Without a plan, you will be defeated. So this is just to expose that criminals are in charge. The state is defeated. This is why there are these reoccurring issues. And also the issue there is that it's clear that there is no proper gun control. There is availability of illegal guns there. And if the police can't respond even to that, it means that the state will remain defeated. And the problem with us as EFF, we are more worried when the communities and our people in the rural areas are subjected to this, whereas the state must take a firm stand on criminals. And we have called even on legislature that in this province, there is serious problem and we can't feel the leadership being firm, like it is happening in KZN, to a point that the KZN commissioner have called on the leadership of this province to say, if you need assistance, you can easily write to the National Commission, because everyone in the country can see that in the Eastern Cape, the state is being defeated in fighting crime.
The Eastern Cape Commissioner, though, says, and I'm paraphrasing, it's not her exact words, but she said something to the effect in a statement that she gave to us yesterday, that the Eastern Cape units, investigating units, are more than competent. They are up for the task. In fact, he says, even though they are sending support, they're just sending support because just of the sheer scale of the work that needs to be done. But it's still the teams in the Eastern Cape that are going to be conducting the work, doing the investigations, because they've got capacity, they are capable to do the work.
She is only protecting her job. He doesn't want to lose her job, but the reality is that technically, National is intervening to take over. That is what is happening. You can say that you are competent, but you can't. If you don't arrest, at least there must be arrest. It means that if you don't arrest, it means that you don't have proper competent people. Like I've said earlier on, there is a case. That is why even National, we've heard the National Commission, the Deputy Commissioner saying that all the murder cases in that police station has been taken off. It means that the province itself it doesn't have capacity. So now is not the time to pretend as if we are winning. The state is in the back foot, especially in the Eastern Cape. That is why the National has been camping here. But we are saying we will see if there will be any improvement.
Yeah.
It can be that when the national leadership has been here and such things happen, and especially 15 of those people who lost their lives, they are female. Out of that 18, and there's been evidence that in Lusikisiki there is war against females and children. So it's that is why we're saying we'll follow and monitor if really there will be resource deployed in that area.
Yeah. In your statement, almost, in fact, let me read it. It says the police force which never shows up to execute competent and ethical duties of policing. Almost calling into question, the competence of the police, but also their ethical, or if you like, their integrity in carrying out policing work. Why?
Reality is that we are told the incident happened 2 a.m., around 2 a.m. And then police only arrived there around 5 a.m. And then you call that competence. In terms of response, we have not even moved beyond that in terms of just to respond. They took time. And the deputy commissioner nationally is telling us that the police station itself is not far from where this horrible incident happened. It means that there is lack of capacity. Number two, you move. There is an incident here being raised by family that last year, this is what has happened. 2 of our members died. There is no arrest. It means that there is no competency. That is what we can deduce in that also fact that there hasn't been arrest. Leave alone now the prostitution. The prostitution. So we do not have, we'll never prosecute successfully if we do not have capacity to investigate. We will never arrest anyone if we do not have capacity to investigate. So that's the situation there when it comes to this matter. That is why Lusikisiki in its own area, the area itself, the police, we will find them that they go to these small spazas. That is why we talk of ethics, that in their own, they will go to these small spazas just to collect drinks and all those things. There is no arrest. We need them to be visible, arrest, and make sure that people are put behind bars.
Yeah. The police tell us that the manhunt is underway. They are searching for the perpetrators of this crime. Your statement seems to suggest that the criminals or who are terrorizing the communities are an open book to the police. So they already know who they are. There's just yet reluctance to arrest them.
That is what you were raising exactly, that the area is not that big and the area is noticeable in terms of is known by national. But why there is no arrest when people can even at times give information, credible information? We've had the commitment that there is a 72-hour manhunt and all that. We have not seen any response even in terms of that. The state has not even met its own target. But we are going to watch closer in this case and also the response of government in that area. Not only Lusikisiki, but the entire OR Tam and Nelson and also Eastern Cape, especially with these murder cases. It's a worrying factor. And also the response, how we respond will take time. So we will watch and see how this, how the government is going to show that it is indeed winning this battle.
Now, clearly, as you're saying it, the community, yourselves, have lost faith in the police who are currently there. How does deploying more police help the situation? Because you're saying, let's deploy more deployment of police. How is the deployment of more police going to change the situation when already the ones who are there, you do not trust them?
Deploying more of resources means that the men in blue must be available. It means that the transport for that men in blue in terms of ability to respond to these matters is necessary. Deploying more, it means that of these resources, it means that we will investigate in short of time and make arrests. Deploying more of these resources means that when we have to go to court and we'll put this and put our case there, we'll make sure that there is successful prosecution on these, and then that is how you will end crime. And also deploying more resources means that also there are technological approaches that needs to be employed in dealing with this serious matter of murder of women and kids.
Yeah. You're challenging the Premier on the cutting of budgets on community safety as well.
Yes, indeed. You can't cut whilst you are at war. You need to make sure that you push for maximum. You assist. There are serious issues in the Eastern Cape. Part of them is the fact that criminals are not scared of the state. Therefore, to show that you are winning, you must also put money and make sure that make sure that the people that are working there knows that we have to give results. If you don't put money, you can't. It means that there's no commitment. That is why we are always told that put your money where your words are. So if you say that you are at war we want to end criminality in Eastern Cape, it means that you have to put money so that you can be successful in fighting crime.
Zilindile Vena, much appreciated. Thank you very much for your time. He is the EFF's provincial chairperson in the Eastern Cape.